Easily accept crypto payments using our product CryptoCheckout. Currently, it works for Solana. We are going to expand to other blockchains, and if you have an urgent need for one, please let us know. We're expanding on the other blockchains quickly. Let me show you how it looks to the customer when they're paying you in crypto with CryptoCheckout. First, they see your company, chess.com. Then they see the product, puzzles. And then they can select the plan. Do they want the starter plan, the day pass, or the monthly? And you can add any other plan. Let's do the day pass. It's only 9 cents. And they can choose USDC, USDT, or even another of your own coin. In this case, I put Bail. Choose USDC. After that, then they can choose the chain. Right now, it's only Solana mainnet. DevNet, you do not want to use for a production project, but Solana mainnet. And then they can optionally add their email to be reminded to renew it later. Okay? So then to pay, they simply click Pay Now. They sign the message to approve wallet ownership, and then they approve the transaction of 9 cents and the transaction fee. This then takes about 30 seconds. In the meantime, the user can go to another tab or do something else. Then, once this finishes, the user is then redirected to either your product, if you have that in your settings, or their subscriptions tab on checkout.blockchainapi.com. Okay, now we were redirected to our subscriptions. The user can then connect and load all of the payments to view all of their subscriptions. These were other tests that we ran earlier. This is the one that we just paid. They also get a unique code which is stored off-chain that only they have access to. They can use that to validate the payment with you. Okay, so that's how it looks to the user. Now, how does it look to you when you set it up? Well, first let's just look. You get this payment here, and we see this is the one, this is the one that we just used, I believe. Okay, and what you can do is then you can see, okay, what is the blockchain, the address of the person who paid. And then if they entered in an email or you have a customer ID setting, which I'll go over, you can see what is their customer ID. In that case, it could be, say, for example, a Discord username. Okay, you can see the transaction identifier to confirm the transaction, and you can see for which plan they paid, what time the plan starts and what time it ends, what currency they paid, and everything else that you would need to know. So this is a good way to easily organize your payments. So now, how do we actually create the project? Let me delete this one, which was just a test project, to show you how it works. So it's pretty easy, right? Let's create it again, chess.com. That's the project or company. And then you have a bunch of project settings. You can optionally collect a customer ID. Say, for example, you need to know the Discord username because you have a Discord bot or something like that. You can say your Discord ID, and you can say it's required to true. You can set required to true. And then you can even set your website. In our case, this is blockchainapi.com. And you can also do a webhook so that once the payment goes through, you're notified of it. I have a video explaining how to set up the webhook in another separately. So I'll put that link in the description. It's super easy. Okay, now what else? That should be everything that we want to set up with projects. The other thing you want to set up is payout settings. Where does the money go when they pay you? For that, you just put your addresses. So I put in Phantom, my Phantom public key for both Solana mainnet beta and Solana devnet. Okay, that's all of the project settings that we need. Now we'll go on to products. Products is just what you think. In our case, we only have one product, the API. So, or one paid product, the API. So we just create API, but this is chess.com. So actually, in their case, maybe they would have puzzles or live games. So let's create a puzzles product. Okay, and then plans, well, they might have a starter plan or a premium plan, or maybe a day pass, monthly pass, etc. So let's just do one for now, and we'll call starter day pass. Okay, and because it's crypto and we can accept 90-cent payments without the credit card fee, let's just do a 90-cent payment. And what we'll do for 1 day, okay? And this is the periods. Now, you can go to plan settings. These are the settings: description, period, and this is the period is the time over which it occurs. So day, week, month, quarter, or you can even enter a number of seconds. So if you want to do 2 weeks or something weird. So put in day, and then go over here and go to plan prices. Now we can create a different price for this plan. Now, why wouldn't you just have one price? Well, you might want to accept multiple tokens, whether it's USDC or USDT or SOL or your own token. So to do, let's just, go to birdeye.so. And for this is a really easy way on Solana mainnet to search up a token identifier, which is what we need to enter in here. So let's get that for both USDC and USDT. So first for USDC, we'll accept a 90-cent payment. And then let's go back here and we'll go USDT. Let's take this and we'll add another one. Okay, so now we just added both of those two prices. For fun, let's also add my friend's coins, because you can really accept payment in basically any coin. Okay, so now that we've added those, now let's actually see the project and what it looks like. Let's close this and see this little arrow here. That will open up what the user sees when they go to pay the product for the product in crypto. So this is it, right? And then you just take this link, which does not expire, and you send it to your users. Now they can go in here and they can select from the plans. So if you did a monthly plan, it would show up here. They can select which chain. Right now it's only Solana, and which currency. Let's say USDT or USDC. And then they can put in their Discord ID. Note that we made it required. So let's go and try to pay. It'll say we need to input it, right? Okay, so now that we do this, let's go ahead and we pay again. And it's literally that simple. And then the user can go ahead and make the payment, and then you receive it. So if you remember correctly, this is, I use my Phantom wallet. I have 32.54 cents in there. So that, after I pay the 9 cents, that should go up to 0.63. And this will take about maybe another 10 seconds, and then we'll also see it in our payments tab. Okay, so now the question is, how do you link this payment back to the user? Well, there's a few different ways. You can either do the webhook, which I'll discuss in a different video, or you can go over here to payments, right? And in each payment, the user, you can go over here to payments, and in each payment, if you have the correct settings, such as here, that you have to do the Discord ID, then each payment will have the user's Discord ID. So when they log in with their Discord ID, then you make a query over here. It'll say, for example, list all payments, okay, or list of projects payments. And then you can filter, it's by mistake not in the documentation, but you'll be able to filter by customer ID and say which Discord ID made these payments. And you can see when the payment period starts and then get the correct one for that time frame. So that's a querying method. Okay, with the webhook sends you the payment, you verify that it came from us, it's really easy, and then you update your database. So you give the user access based on either their blockchain identifier, so their public key, or their customer ID, right? Another way is that the user can then log in, see their payments, and they can send you or input into your application this secret validation code. This is a validation code that's stored off-chain that only they have access to after they have signed a message with their wallet. Okay, and as you can see here, we got this payment already, and that's Josh Wolf 123. That is the Discord ID that I put in, and you can see here this is a secret validation code. So if the user gives you that secret validation code, you just call get a payment and you put it in here, right? And so you can also just query it without a webhook every time they log in. All right. So those are the main ways that you can now easily integrate crypto payments with your application. There's no fee. It's free to use, and I'm really excited to share this with you. I would love your feedback on it as we continue to build this and make it much easier for people to use and accept crypto. Thank you.